Hello everyone, welcome to Success Education. Today we'll be doing the workbook solution for social science for standard 8, chapter number 11, the United Nations, that is UN. Before that, if you have not subscribed my channel till now, please do subscribe it for more videos. So we'll start with the MCQs first. First one is, who first presented the idea of an international organization? It's option number C, Woodrow Wilson. Second one, when was the League of Nations established? It's option number A, in 1920. Third, who made efforts to establish a world organization after Second World War? It's option number C, American President F.D. Roosevelt. Fourth, when was the United Nations, that is UN, established? It's option number D, on 24th October 1945. Fifth, which day is celebrated as UN Day every year? It's option number B, 24th October. Sixth one, which is the largest organ of the UN? It's option number D, the General Assembly. Seventh, how many representatives can a member nation send to the General Assembly of the UN? It's option number B, 5. Eighth one, who was elected President of the General Assembly of the UN in 1953-1954? It's option number C, Srimati Vijay Lakshmi Pandit. Ninth one, when was the Universal Declaration of Human Rights presented by the General Assembly of UN? It's option number B, on 10th December 1948. 10th one, with whom does the power to allot new membership to UN lie? It's option number A, General Assembly. 11th, which of the following nations is a permanent member of the Security Council of the UN? It's option number C, China. 12th one, which of the following nations is not a permanent member of the Security Council of UN? It's option number C, Germany. 13th, how many positive votes of permanent members are necessary for any decision of Security Council? It's option number C, 5. 14th, where are the headquarters of World Health Organization, that is WHO, situated? It's option number D, in Geneva. 15th, where are the headquarters of UNESCO situated? It's option number B, in Paris. 16th, where are the headquarters of International Labour Organization, that is ILO, situated? It's option number A, in Geneva. 17th, where are the headquarters of UNICEF situated? It's option number D, in New York. 18th, where are the headquarters of Food and Agricultural Organization, that is FAO, situated? It's option number A, in Rome. 19th, where are the headquarters of World Bank, that is WB or IBRD, situated? It's option number C, in Washington, D.C. 20th, in which war did India send a team of doctors for the treatment of wounded soldiers? It's option number C, in the Korean War. Now we'll continue with question number 2, that is fill in the blanks. First one, an organization named League of Nations was established in 1920 for world peace. Second, the highly destructive weapon, the atomic bomb, was used in the Second World War. Third, the United Nations organization is known as UNO now. Fourth, the headquarters of United Nations, that is UN, is situated in New York. Fifth, every member nation can send a maximum 5 representatives to the General Assembly of UN. Sixth, the power to admit new members to the United Nations lies with the General Assembly. Seventh, the Security Council is the most important organ of the United Nations. Eighth, the number of members in the Security Council is 15. Ninth, out of the total number of members of the Security Council, 5 are permanent members while 10 are temporary members. 10th, Ban Ki-moon has been serving as the General Secretary of the UN since 2007. 11th, the appointment of the Secretary of the United Nations is made by the General Assembly on recommendation of Security Council. 12th, the head of the United Nations is known as the Secretary General. Now we'll continue with question number 3, that is true or false. First one, veto power means the right to deny is a negative vote cast against a proposal in the Security Council. It is true. Second, India was not independent when League of Nations was established. It is true. Third, Mrs. Vijaya Lakshmi Pandit was elected as the Indian representative of UNESCO. It is false. Fourth, United Nations Day is celebrated on 26 January every year. It is false. Fifth, 5 countries are permanent members of the Security Council of the United Nations. It is true. Sixth, the General Assembly can be called as the Parliament of United Nations, that is UN, it is false. Seventh, France is a permanent member of the Security Council, it is true. Eighth, India possesses veto power in the Security Council, it is false. Ninth, the World Bank lends money to Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation, it is true. Now we'll continue with question number 4, that is match the following. First one, establishment of the League of Nations, it is option number 5, 1920. Second, establishment of the United Nations UN, it is option number 4, 1945. Third, largest organ of the United Nations, it is option number 1, General Assembly. Fourth, the most important organ of the United Nations, it is option number 2, Security Council. Now we'll continue with question number 5, that is answer in 1 or 2 sentences. First one, who first presented the idea of a world organization? So the answer is Woodrow Wilson, the then president of USA, first presented the idea of a world organization. Second, when and why was the League of Nations established? The League of Nations was established in 1920 with an objective of maintaining peace and cooperation at an international level. Third, which day is celebrated as the UN Day? 24th October is celebrated as the UN Day. Fourth, which day is celebrated as the Human Rights Day? Why? 10th December is celebrated as the Human Rights Day because the Assembly presented the Universal Declaration of Human Rights on this day. Fifth, what can be called World Parliament? Why? The General Assembly can be called World Parliament because it is made of the representatives of all members of the UN. Sixth, who accepted the global announcement of human rights when? The Assembly presented the Universal Declaration of Human Rights on 10th December 1948 CE. Seventh, which is the most important organ of the United Nations? How many total members does it have? The Security Council is the most important organ of the United Nations. It has total 15 members. Eighth, which nations are permanent members of the Security Council? USA, Britain, France, Russia and China are the permanent members of the Security Council. Ninth, what is the main function of the Security Council of the United Nations? The main function of the Security Council is to safeguard the international security. 10th, what is the head of Secretariat of UNO known as? Who appoints the secretary? The head of the Secretariat of UNO is known as the Secretary General. He is appointed by the General Assembly at the recommendation of the Security Council. 11th, who is the Chief Executive of the UN at present 2013? Ban Ki-moon is the Chief Executive of the UN at present. 12th, what is meant by right to deny, that is veto power? What is its importance? The veto power or right to deny is a negative vote casted against a proposal in the Security Council. 13th, what is the main function of World Health Organization, that is WHO? The main function of the World Health Organization is to make efforts to improve the physical and mental health of the people of the world. 14th, what is the main function of UNESCO? To contribute peace and security by promoting international collaboration through education, science and culture in order to further universal respect for justice, the rule of law and human rights. 15th, what is the main function of International Labour Organization, that is ILO? To promote rights at work, encourage decent employment opportunities, enhance social protection and strengthen dialogue on work-related issues. 16th, what is the main function of UNICEF? To provide long-term humanitarian and developmental assistance to children and mothers in the developing countries to get good standard of living and nutritious food and organize children welfare programs. 17th, what is the main function of Food and Agricultural Organization, that is FAO? To ensure that people get a regular supply of enough and high quality of food to promote agriculture. 18th, what is the main function of the World Bank or International Bank of Reconstruction and Development? to provide low interest loans, interest free credits, and grants to the developing countries. These support a wide array of investments in such areas as education, health, public and administration, etc. 19th, which principles are a gift from India to the world for peace. The great ideals of Panchsheel are a gift of India to the world. Now we'll continue with question number 6, that is answer in detail. First one, what are the main objectives of the UNO? The main objective of the United Nations is to foster social, economic, cultural and educational development of people and help them in improving their standard of living by generating more employment opportunities. Second, which are the main organs of the United Nations? The main organs of the United Nations are: first, Secretariat; second, General Assembly; third, Security Council; fourth, International Court of Justice; fifth, Trusteeship Council; sixth, Economic and Social Council. Third one, which are the special organs of the United Nations? The special organs of the United Nations are: first, World Health Organization, that is WHO; second, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, that is UNESCO; third, International Labour Organization, that is ILO; fourth, United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, that is UNICEF; fifth, Food and Agricultural Organization, FAO; and sixth, that is World Bank, WBE. Now we'll continue with question number 7, answer in detail. First one, what is world unity? World unity means the whole world being united. Massive destruction was caused in most of the countries during World War I. People of the world wanted peace. Historical experiences proved that it was essential to establish an international organization to safeguard peace in the world, unite different countries, and promote international cooperation. Second one, under which circumstances was the UNO established? Diplomats across the world were determined to free the world from the imminent danger of wars and world wars. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the then president of USA, put in efforts to establish a world organization, and as a result, on 24th October 1945, United Nations Organization was established in order to sustain peace in the world and promote the welfare of the people. It was called UNO in short, and now it is recognized as the United Nations. The UN started with 51 nations as its member, and today the number has grown to 190. Third one, what is India's contribution to the achievement of objectives of the UNO? India has adopted the strategy of solving the disputes with other countries through UN. India has always contributed on a large scale to the peacekeeping forces of the United Nations by sending soldiers wherever required. India had sent a team of doctors to treat the wounded soldiers in the Korean War. India delegates on various posts in the UN. UN have contributed to the welfare with their knowledge and experience. India's contribution as a member of the Security Council and other organs has always been noteworthy. The great ideals of Panchsheel are a gift of India to the world. And here we come to the end of chapter number 11, that is the United Nations. If you have any doubts, you can write in the comment section. I'll surely try to answer all the questions. Thank you for watching my video and do subscribe my channel for more updates. Thank you.